Welcome everyone, and thank you for having made the trip here, and certainly for this for this first DNN Connect branded event. It's probably not gone unnoticed. Used to be called DNN Europe, and especially a big thanks to Claudio Opsi and the Italian community for having put this together. And of course, a big thanks to our sponsors. I mean, that's without you guys, this obviously would not be able. We wouldn't be having this. So I just want to briefly go back to last year. Just brief show of hands. Who was here last year in Banyoles? Like, yeah, there you go. Majority of people, and it's just heartwarming to see so many of you have come back, especially after these lengthy DNN sucks discussions that we had. And you will undoubtedly remember the fireplace discussions that we had. So since then, some things have happened. Like we discussed how to move forward. There were various ideas, and one of the first things that was done with Philip, who sank his teeth into that, is to create a website under dnnconnect.org. And the only thing was that we needed some way to move beyond just having a website, in our opinion. We also want to host more of these meetings in the future, and we wanted to create something underneath that. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce the DNN Connect Association. So the DNN Connect Association is a non-profit that was created by myself and Vicens and Philip. Now, its aims are to drive and stimulate the adoption of the DNN platform, as you can see, to support and grow the community, and to provide continuity for the platform. Now, this is a whole mouthful, but basically we're trying to formalize what the goals would be of a non-profit that we create in the DNN ecosystem. And this association currently is a legal entity, and it's based in Switzerland. We created this, I don't know, two months ago, and have flown under the radar and wanted to announce it and share it with you guys. Now, how does an association work? Well, an association has members, individuals like you, like me, and we hope you will join this association so that we can create this independent body in the DNN ecosystem. And we can receive sponsorship, which will undoubtedly, at one point, when we organize the next event, we'll begin to leverage. So concretely, what do we do? Well, as you can see, there's the website that we did. Who is registered on the DNN Connect website? All right, almost everyone. All right, well, the last ones, we'll whip them into. To make sure this series of conferences goes on, that's one of the things that we concretely want to do. We're already thinking about 2015. We'll be chatting with you guys in the corridors what your ideas are for 2015 for a conference. So yeah, we're planning to keep this thing rolling. DNN distributions with our own kind of sauce on top of it. There's a lot of ideas floating in the community how to improve certain bits and pieces, and to not be dependent on whether or not that's accepted by DNN Corp to be rolled out into the DNN platform. We are free also, of course, to create what we conceive to be a distribution that we're like, okay, wow, this is really cool. You should download this version. And but most importantly, I think the association is meant as a home for your contributions. Right now, there is no place where we can all gather, intellectually speaking, And that is one of the main aims of an association, is to create a home where you guys can contribute. Whether it's an open source project or, you know, your ideas, your texts, your blogs, your whatever, it can go there. So I hope that's something that will please you guys. Let's see if I have another slide here. Oh, yes, of course, because all of a sudden I was on a roll with these slides. So where we, oh yeah, that's right. So there is a contribution fee of 30 euros. That's a yearly thing. It's also a legal requirement, actually, that if you have an association, that you have paying members, because otherwise, apparently, you're not, very useful in society. So where will the money go? Well, first of all, I mean, there's a minute bit that we might need for the website. Currently, we are kindly hosted by PowerDNN, and of course, we hope that will continue, and we're very happy with that. But if we want to buy things like an SSL certificate, and yesterday we were discussing other things that may require a bit of money, then we will have that in our own funds. Stuff we might want in a conference, I don't know, like a banner or something to say, you know, DNN Connect, you should join. And most importantly, for a conference, that we have a volume of funds that we can guarantee moving forwards to get, you know, some location to say, okay, well, we'll book this room, but we have a guarantee of 5,000 or 10,000 euros that we can put forward into that. It's like, okay, we can book it. So these things are quite important if you want to organize larger events as well. So that goes to a bank account in Switzerland, of course. Yeah. Well. So then it's safe, you know. So it does not go to any one of the associations. I want to make that clear. Like, it doesn't. That money doesn't go to any one of us three or anyone else who will ever, you know, lead the association. I mean, it's not. Surprise! Surprise. Okay, no, yeah, now I'm next. And if we end the association, that's another nice one. It doesn't go to us either. So that's all written down in statutes. They will be downloadable from the website. You can have a look at that. I put a lot of effort into trying to really write down how that would work, you know, how an association would work. But the most important thing, you know, aims, how do you raise money, where does the money go? Those are the important ones. All right, now, come on. Yes?
Is it a requirement that the association have a meeting once per year?
Yes, indeed. Well, it's actually it's kind of auto-solving, because we plan to hold a conference every year as well. Hence, we'll. But we actually made a provision that we could hold an online meeting. That's in the statutes as well. So there are multiple options. So what you can do, well, first of all, of course, become a member. I hope you guys will do that. To make things easy, we have a bank account. If you want to transfer that from your own account, that's fine. You'll probably pay some fees, though, to transfer that internationally. So you can also just hand it to Bsense, who's not going to disappear with that money. But he's going to write down your name and that you're a member, etc., etc. So, I want to make it clear. Like, I wanted to use this event to present the association, to say we're off now. You can become a member, and you're welcome to join, and begin moving your stuff that is floating in. Like, okay, so where do I house this? Do I stick my own name on it? Do I stick my company's name on it? You're welcome to use DNN Connect. I'll be moving the blog module soon in terms of IP to DNN Connect. I think it's a good way forward. Right, and then I think that was right to be a positive contributor to our effort. That's right. always think about this. I mean, we do have a wonderful platform that we work with. I am very optimistic about the future, near future mostly, far future, I can't really tell what's going to happen. I love this technology and I hope you guys do too. I guess you do, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So yeah, come and join us. That's the important one. So for questions, I would like to refer to the DNN Future session that we have this afternoon. Because this may, bring up a few questions, but I'll let this sink in. In the DNN Future session, we're talking about the future of DNN, of the community and everything, and we'll be here as well to answer questions about the association if you have any. And with that, I draw to a conclusion and we go to the Git session.